Hello and welcome back to Paul the Storytellers. I'm sharing meaningful stories here, and if you're considering liking it and subscribing it, it would be a great help to me. Now, let us begin with another touching stories with the narrative voice of my friend Mary. Let us begin.
The elevator stops. And of course, I'm trapped with him. Damian Hayes doesn't even look up from his phone when the lights flicker. Just stands there in his perfectly tailored Tom Ford suit, radiating that insufferable calm that makes me want to throw something. Did we just... I start. The elevator lurches. I grab the railing. His hand shoots out, steadies my elbow. Relax, Miss Moore. It's just a mechanical issue. His voice is smooth, controlled, like being stuck between the 47th and 48th floors of his own building is merely an inconvenience. I yank my arm away. I am relaxed. You're white-knuckling the railing. Because we're suspended in midair. The lights cut out completely. Darkness. Pure, suffocating darkness. Okay, now you can panic, he says, and I hear the smile in his voice. This isn't funny. Emergency lighting kicks in. Dim, red-tinted, casting shadows that make the already small space feel microscopic. He's closer than I thought. Close enough that I can smell his cologne. Something expensive and woody that probably costs more than my rent. Breathe, Lena. Not Miss Moore anymore. Just Lena. They'll have us out in 20 minutes. 20 minutes? I press the emergency call button. Once. Twice. Nothing. We could die in here. Dramatic much. I'm claustrophobic. No, you're not. He loosens his tie, undoes the top button. The elevator's getting warm. You rode this elevator alone yesterday. Didn't even blink. That's because it was moving. And because I wasn't in it. The accusation lands like a slap. I whip around to face him fully. Excuse me. You heard me. He shrugs off his jacket, hangs it on the railing. The elevator feels even smaller now. You're not claustrophobic, you're Damien-phobic. That's not even a real... 3 weeks you've been working for me. 3 weeks of finding excuses not to ride the elevator when I'm in it. He takes a step closer. Walking 12 flights of stairs rather than spend 90 seconds in a confined space with me. My face burns. I like the exercise. You like avoiding this. He gestures between us. Whatever this is that makes you look like you want to murder me every time we're in the same room. I don't want to murder you. No. Another step. We're inches apart now. Then what is it, Lena? What is it about me that makes you run? I don't run. You do. Constantly. His eyes are dark in the red emergency lighting, intense. Every meeting, you sit as far from me as possible. Every presentation, you avoid eye contact. Last week's client dinner, you practically sprinted out the second it ended. I had plans. You had an excuse. He's so close now I have to tilt my head back to maintain eye contact. Want to know what I think? Not particularly. I think you're scared. I laugh. Try to. It comes out breathless. Of you. Please. You're just another arrogant CEO who thinks, not of me. His hand comes up. Doesn't touch me. Just hovers near my face. Of this. Of whatever happens when we stop pretending there's nothing here. The air shifts. Gets heavier. There's nothing here, I say. But my voice wavers. Liar. He leans in. Not touching. Just close. So close I feel his breath. Your pulse is racing. I can see it. His eyes drop to my neck. His eyes drop. Right there. That's because we're stuck in an elevator. That's because I'm close enough to touch you, and you don't know whether to push me away or pull me closer. I definitely push. Would you? His smile is dangerous. Then do it. Push me away, Lena. Tell me to back off. Tell me you don't feel this every single time we're in a room together. I should. I absolutely should. But my hands are frozen at my sides. And that's what I thought. His voice drops lower. Intimate. You want to know the real reason I don't fire you for correcting me in front of investors? For arguing with every decision I make? For being the most insubordinate consultant I've ever hired? Because I'm good at my job. Because I'm obsessed with you. The confession is blunt, raw. Because watching you challenge me is the most interesting thing that's happened to me in years. Because every argument we have makes me want to kiss you until you forget how to form a coherent sentence. My breath stops, completely stops. That's highly inappropriate. I know. He still hasn't touched me. But somehow the almost is worse. I know it's inappropriate. I know you're here on a temporary contract. I know I have a reputation you've undoubtedly heard about. I know all of it, Lena. And I'm telling you anyway, because being trapped in this elevator with you is making me lose my mind. Damien. Say it again. His eyes lock on mine. What? My name. You just called me Damien, not Mr. Hayes. His hand moves closer, still not touching. Say it again. This is insane. Completely insane. His thumb grazes my jaw. Finally, the touch is electric. But if we're stuck here for 20 minutes, I want to stop pretending. Just for 20 minutes. Can we do that? Pretending what? That we're professional. That there's nothing here. That you don't think about me the same way I think about you. His other hand finds the elevator wall beside my head, caging me. 20 minutes of honesty. Then the door opens and we go back to playing the game. I should say no, should maintain every boundary I've carefully constructed. But we're suspended between floors, between his world and mine, between professional and something infinitely more dangerous. What kind of honesty? I whisper. The kind where I admit I scheduled this meeting on the 48th floor specifically to get you in this elevator. His smile is slightly sheepish, boyish, nothing like the CEO. The kind where I confess I've been trying to get you alone for 3 weeks. The elevator breaking wasn't planned. No. But I'd be lying if I said I'm not grateful for the malfunction. His thumb strokes along my jaw. So here's my honesty. If you provoke me like this again, Lena, arguing with me, challenging me, looking at me like you can't decide if you hate me or want me, I'm going to stop being professional. I'm going to forget you're temporary, and I'm going to do something we'll both probably regret. Like what? Like this. He kisses me, not gentle, not tentative. Full commitment. His hand slides into my hair. Mine clutch his shirt. Everything I've been denying for 3 weeks ignites instantly. He tastes like coffee and danger and the worst decision I've ever made. And I can't stop. His other hand finds my waist, pulls me flush against him. The elevator wall is cold against my back. He's warm against my front. Everything is heat and want and completely insane. We shouldn't. I gasp when he moves to my neck. I know. This is a mistake. I know that too. But he doesn't stop. 20 minutes, Lena. Give me 20 minutes where this isn't a mistake. The elevator lurches. We spring apart. Lights flood back on. Full brightness. The elevator starts moving, up and toward the 48th floor. We're both breathing hard, hair messed up, lipstick smeared. Completely obvious what just happened. The doors open. His entire executive team is standing there. Waiting for the meeting, he's now 15 minutes late too. They take one look at us, and several people develop sudden, intense interest in their shoes. Mr. Hayes, his assistant says carefully. The Tokyo investors are waiting. Give me 5 minutes. His voice is rough. CEO mask, not quite back in place. Reschedule if necessary. She nods and herds everyone away. We step out. The hallway is empty now. He straightens his tie, runs a hand through his hair. Every inch the controlled executive again. Except his eyes. His eyes are still wild. That didn't happen, I say. It absolutely happened. I mean, we should pretend. No. He steps closer one last time. Adjusts my collar where he'd messed it up. The gesture is intimate, possessive. No more pretending, Lena. You felt it. I felt it. And now we both know. Know what? That 20 minutes wasn't enough. His smile is dangerous. Not even close. Then he walks away to his meeting. Leaves me standing by the elevator, lipstick ruined, heart racing, and the absolute certainty that I just made everything exponentially more complicated. Because he's right. 20 minutes wasn't enough. And that's the most terrifying thing of all. Chapter 2. 3 weeks earlier. I'm going to be sick. Not from nerves. Well, okay. Partially from nerves. But mostly from the fact that I just stepped into a lobby that looks like it was designed by someone who thinks marble and gold are subtle. Hayes Tower, 5th Avenue. 63 floors of tech money and intimidation. And I'm here in a blazer I borrowed from my roommate Sophie, carrying a portfolio that cost $12 on Amazon, about to pitch myself as a digital marketing consultant to people who probably wipe their asses with $100 bills. You can do this, I mutter, stabbing the elevator button. Talking to yourself already. A woman in head-to-toe Chanel eyes me. That's not a good sign. I smile tightly. Just practicing my presentation. She steps into a different elevator. Great. I'm already being judged and I haven't even made it past the lobby. The ride to the 47th floor takes exactly 90 seconds. I know because I count every single one, trying not to think about my student loan balance or the fact that my share of rent is due in 8 days. This job pays enough to cover 3 months of expenses. Maybe 4 if I eat nothing but ramen. I need this. The elevator doors open to a reception area that makes the lobby look modest. Lena Moore, a woman in her 50s, immaculate in navy, stands. I'm Patricia, Mr. Hayes' executive assistant. You're early. I always am. I shake her hand. Firm grip, eye contact, all the things the Career Center taught me. Good. He hates lateness. She gestures to a chair. The team is running 5 minutes behind. Can I get you water? Coffee? Water's fine. Thank you. She disappears, leaving me alone with my anxiety and a view of Manhattan that probably costs more per square foot than my entire apartment. I pull out my tablet, review my notes for the 40th time. Hayes Group needs a rebrand. Their tech acquisitions are solid, but their public image is ruthless corporate machine. I'm here to pitch a campaign that makes them look innovative instead of predatory. Simple. Except the CEO has a reputation for eating consultants alive. Miss Moore, Patricia's back. They're ready for you. The conference room is all glass walls and minimalist furniture. 6 people sit around a table that could seat 20. 5 of them look up when I enter. The 6th is typing on his phone, not bothering with pleasantries. Everyone. This is Lena Moore, Patricia announces. NYU Marketing Graduate Program. Freelance portfolio includes work for Glossier, Warby Parker, and that viral campaign for the Brooklyn Community Fund. A few impressed nods. The man on his phone doesn't look up. Lena, this is the executive team. Patricia goes around the table. Names and titles I immediately forget because my brain is screaming about the empty chair at the head of the table. And Mr. Hayes will join us shortly. Shortly apparently means 20 minutes later. I'm halfway through my presentation, explaining demographic targeting for their new AI division, when the door opens. He walks in like he owns the building, which, technically, he does. Damian Hayes is 32, according to Forbes. Self-made billionaire by 28. known for hostile takeovers and zero patience for incompetence. Also, unfairly attractive in a way that makes me immediately annoyed. Dark hair, sharp jaw, suit that probably costs more than my degree, and eyes that scan the room like he's calculating everyone's net worth. Those eyes land on me, pause, assess. I straighten my spine, refuse to look away. "Don't stop on my account," he says, claiming the head of the table. "Continue." I do, because stopping would show weakness. As I was saying, the current brand perception skews negative among 18 to 34-year-olds. They see Hayes Group as, I check my notes, quote, corporate raiders who destroy small businesses. Someone coughs. Another person suddenly finds the table fascinating. Damien leans back. "And you think a social media campaign will fix that?" "No. I think authentic community engagement, strategic partnerships with local initiatives, and a complete overhaul of your public messaging might make a dent." I pull up my next slide. Social media is just one piece. He's watching me now. Really watching. "These numbers." He points to a projection. "You're saying we could improve brand perception by 40% in 6 months?" "With full implementation and budget approval, yes." "That's ambitious." "That's realistic. Your Q3 numbers show..." "Q2 numbers," he corrects. "Q3 doesn't close for another month." The room goes silent. I glance at my slide. At the data I triple-checked last night. He's wrong. I know he's wrong because I pulled these numbers directly from their publicly filed reports. But he's the CEO. And I'm the girl in the borrowed blazer. Everyone's watching, waiting to see if I'll back down. I pull up the source document, display it on the screen. "With respect, Mr. Hayes, these are Q3 projections filed with the SEC on August 15th. Your Q2 actuals are here." I highlight a different column, and they're actually lower than what you just cited. You could hear a pin drop. Damien stares at the screen, then at me, then back at the screen. I'm about to be fired from a job I don't even have yet. Then he laughs. Actually laughs, low and genuine and completely unexpected. "You're right." He looks at his CFO. "Why am I wrong about my own numbers?" "You've been in back-to-back meetings for 6 hours," the CFO says diplomatically. "Easy mistake." Easy mistake she caught in 30 seconds. Damien's eyes return to me. "I'm pretty sure I didn't hire you to embarrass me in my own boardroom, Miss Moore." My mouth is dry, but I force the words out. "You hired me to fix your numbers. I'm just doing my job." Silence again. But different this time. He's smiling, slow and dangerous and way too interested. "Did I hire you? I don't remember signing off on this." "You approved the consulting budget," Patricia interjects quickly. "And I handled the contractor search based on your parameters." "What parameters?" "Someone young enough to understand digital trends, experienced enough to handle corporate clients, and," she pauses, "someone who wouldn't be intimidated by you." Everyone looks at me. I'm absolutely intimidated, but I'm also desperate and stubborn in equal measure. "Well," Damien stands. "Finish the presentation. I want the full strategy by end of week." He heads for the door, then stops, looks back. "And Miss Moore, next time I'm wrong about something, please continue correcting me. It's refreshing." The door closes behind him. I exhale for what feels like the first time in 20 minutes. Patricia's smiling. "Congratulations, you just got the job." 3 weeks. That's how long it takes for refreshing to turn into infuriating. Because Damien Hayes doesn't just want corrections, he wants arguments. Day 3, he challenges my entire social media strategy in front of the marketing team. Day 7, he rewrites my press release and sends it back with "try again" as the only note. Day 12, he schedules a meeting at 6 a.m. because Successful people don't sleep. I show up at 5:45 with better ideas than his. He starts scheduling more 6 a.m. meetings. It becomes a game. He pushes, I push back. He tests boundaries. I hold firm. And somewhere in all that pushing, something shifts. The way he listens when I talk, actually listens, not just waits to speak. The way his eyes track me across rooms. The way he finds excuses to call me into his office for quick questions that take 45 minutes. You're playing with fire, my roommate warns when I vent over cheap wine. CEOs like that, they don't date consultants. They use them and move on. She's right. I know she's right. But then I'll catch him watching me during a presentation, and there's something in his expression that isn't just professional interest. By week 3, I'm taking the stairs instead of risking the elevator, because 90 seconds in a confined space with Damian Hayes feels dangerous in ways I'm not ready to examine. Until today. Until the elevator breaks and everything I've been avoiding becomes unavoidable. I'm still standing by the elevator bay, lipstick smeared, hair messed up, heart racing. His executive team scattered 15 minutes ago. The hallway's empty except for me and the aftermath of the worst decision I've ever made. My phone buzzes. Damian. Don't take the stairs. I stare at the message. Me. How did you know I was thinking about it? Damian. Because you've been thinking about it for 3 weeks. But we're past that now. Me? Past what? 3 dots. Then. Damian. Past pretending this isn't happening. I should go home, should quit, should do literally anything except whatever I'm about to do. Instead, I walk to the bathroom, fix my lipstick, and get back to work. Because he's right. We're past pretending. And I have no idea what comes next. Chapter 3. After the fall. The next morning, I seriously consider quitting. Not because of the kiss. Okay, partially because of the kiss. But because I spent the entire night replaying it. And that feels more dangerous than the act itself. The way his hand felt in my hair. The sound he made when I pulled him closer. The fact that we only stopped because the elevator started moving, and not because either of us wanted to. Well, you're doing it again, Sophie says, watching me stare at my coffee. Doing what? That thing where you look like you're solving a murder but you're actually thinking about a man. She steals my bagel. Spill. There's nothing to spill. Lena. You came home yesterday with your lipstick smeared and your shirt buttoned wrong. Either you got mugged by a very considerate criminal or something happened with the hot CEO. I grab my bagel back. Call me was a one-time thing. Trapped elevator, moment of insanity, won't happen again. Do you want it to happen again? Yes. God, yes. No. I lie. Absolutely not. He's my boss, temporary boss. In 9 weeks, I'm done with this contract and never seeing him again. Right. That's why you're stress eating my bagel. This is my bagel. My phone buzzes. Damian. Meeting in 20 minutes. My office. Don't be late. Not good morning. Not about yesterday. Just a command. Sophie reads over my shoulder. Wow, he's romantic. He's not trying to be romantic. He's trying to be professional. By summoning you to his office the morning after he kissed you. We're probably going to establish boundaries. Make sure it doesn't happen again. I grab my bag. Very mature, very professional. Very denial. But she's grinning. Won't text me if you need bail money or condoms. Sophie? What? I'm just saying, if you're gonna do something stupid, at least be safe about it. I leave before she can finish that sentence. Hayes Tower looks exactly the same as yesterday. Marble. Gold. People in expensive suits pretending the world isn't chaos. But everything feels different. Because yesterday I was just a consultant. Today I'm the girl who kissed her boss in an elevator and can't stop thinking about it. The elevator, that elevator, opens on the lobby level. I stare at it. At the scene of my professional demise, someone clears their throat behind me. You getting in or just blocking traffic? I step inside. Press 47. Try not to think about where I was standing, where he was standing, how his hand felt on my waist. The elevator moves smoothly. No braking. No emergency lighting. No convenient excuse to stop it. The doors open on 47. Patricia looks up from her desk. Her expression is carefully neutral. Miss Moore, go right in. He's expecting you. Thanks. I smooth my skirt. Check my reflection in the glass doors. Professional. Put together. Like I didn't spend all night reliving a moment I should regret, but absolutely don't. I knock once. Enter before he can respond. Damien's at his desk. 3 monitors. Phone pressed to his ear. He holds up one finger. Wait. And continues his conversation in rapid-fire Italian. I've never heard him speak Italian before. It's unfairly attractive. He hangs up. Looks at me. Close the door. I do. Sit. I'd rather stand. His eyebrow rises. We're back to this. Back to what? You being difficult for sport. But there's amusement in his voice. Sit down, Lena. We need to talk. I sit, cross my legs, try to look unaffected. He studies me for a long moment. How are you? Fine. Liar. Excuse me? You're not fine. You look like you didn't sleep. He leans forward. Neither did I. If that helps. It doesn't help. It makes everything worse. What did you want to talk about? I ask, deflecting. Yesterday. The elevator. What happened? Here it comes. The "this was a mistake" ID speech. The "let's keep it professional" lecture. The "I'm not sorry," he says. I blink. What? I'm not sorry I kissed you. I'm not going to pretend I regret it. He stands, rounds the desk. But I need to know where your head is. Because if you want to transfer to a different project, I'll approve it. If you want to end the contract early, I'll pay the full amount. If you want to pretend it never happened and continue working together, we'll do that. What do you want? Honestly? He stops in front of my chair, looks down at me with an intensity that steals my breath. I want to kiss you again, right now. And I want to stop scheduling meetings as excuses to see you. And I want you to stop taking the fucking stairs. My heart hammers. That's highly unprofessional. I know. And complicated. I know that too. And you have a reputation. For dating models and socialites who want my money, yes. His jaw tightens. Women who don't challenge me. Don't correct me in meetings. Don't make me feel like I have to earn their attention. He crouches so we're eye level. You're not them, Lena. And I don't know how to do this, whatever this is, but I know I can't keep pretending. So what are you suggesting? Honestly, I have no idea. He runs a hand through his hair. I'm making this up as I go, which is not something I'm comfortable with. Despite everything, I almost smile. Control freak. Completely. His hand finds mine. But you already knew that. Along with arrogant, demanding, and prone to scheduling meetings at ungodly hours, I prefer ambitious, exacting, and morning-oriented. Potato, potato. He laughs. Actually laughs. The tension breaks slightly. Here's what I know, he says. I want to see where this goes. No games. No pretending. But I won't push if you're not interested. I didn't say I wasn't interested. So you are interested. Damn it. I'm cautious. Of me. Of this. Of mixing professional and personal. Of becoming another story people tell about you at parties. Something dark flashes in his eyes. You think that's what you'd be. Aren't I? The consultant who lasted 9 weeks before falling for the CEO's charm. Charm. He looks genuinely offended. I don't have charm. I have money and a reputation for being an asshole. You fell despite those things, not because of them. I didn't say I fell. You kissed me back, Lena, enthusiastically. His thumb strokes my knuckles. So either you're interested or you're a very talented actress. Heat floods my face. Fine, I'm interested. Happy. Terrified, actually. His smile is soft, because now I have to figure out how not to fuck this up. We agree on rules. No office PDA. No special treatment. Work stays work. Outside of work, we're something, figuring it out as we go. It lasts exactly 3 days before the rules start crumbling. Day 1, meeting at a Soho cafe, neutral territory, discussing campaign metrics over oat milk lattes. This demographic skews younger than you think. I point at my laptop screen. He leans closer to see. His shoulder brushes mine. Show me. Right here. I highlight the data. His hand covers mine on the trackpad. I see it. He doesn't move his hand. I don't either. The barista clears our table twice. We don't notice. This is breaking Rule 1, I say quietly. We're not in the office. We're in public. No one here knows who we are. His fingers tighten on mine. And I've been wanting to touch you for 72 hours. That's dramatic. That's accurate. He pulls back before I do something stupid, like kiss him in the middle of Soho. Finish explaining the demographic shift. I do, but I'm painfully aware of how close he's sitting, how he smells like coffee and expensive cologne, how his knee is pressed against mine under the table. We leave separately, professional. But he texts me 30 seconds later. That was torture. Me. You're the one who suggested coffee. Damien. I thought I could handle it. I was wrong. Me. Poor self-control for a CEO. Damien. Only when it comes to you. Day 2. He's at the gym in his building when I show up for an impromptu pitch review. Patricia warned me. I came anyway because the presentation is time-sensitive. I find him in the boxing room, no shirt, just shorts and gloves, hitting a bag like it personally offended him. I should leave. Should definitely leave. Lena. He stops mid-punch, breathing hard, covered in sweat. What are you doing here? Presentation review. Patricia said. I focus very hard on his face, not his chest. Definitely not his chest. I can come back. No. Give me 5 minutes to shower. He strips off the gloves. Wait in my office. Sure, fine. No problem. I'm staring. I'm absolutely staring. He notices. That dangerous smile appears. I see something you like. I see someone who needs a shower. You're very sweaty. That bothering you? No. Yes, I don't. I give up. 5 minutes. 10. I'll make it worth the wait. He walks past me, close enough that I smell salt and skin and effort. I wait in his office. Try not to think about him in the shower. Fail miserably. He returns in fresh clothes, hair damp, still unfairly attractive. Sorry about that, he says. I stress relief. Hitting things? Better than the alternative. Which is, he looks at me for a long moment. Showing up at your apartment at midnight because I can't stop thinking about you. The air shifts. That would be inappropriate, I manage. Completely inappropriate. He sits on the edge of his desk. So I hit bags instead. Safer for everyone. Am I really that distracting? You have no idea. His eyes are dark, serious. Now show me this presentation before I forget every rule we made. Day 3. Traffic on 5th Avenue. Damien's car. His driver pretending not to exist in the front seat. We're reviewing talking points for tomorrow's investor meeting. They're going to ask about the Brooklyn initiative, I say, scanning my notes. Let them ask. The numbers speak for themselves. The optics are what matter here. Since when do I care about optics? Since you hired me to fix your public image. I look up. He's closer than I thought. What are you doing? You have an eyelash. His thumb brushes just below my eye. Got it. But he doesn't pull back. The car is barely moving. Manhattan gridlock at its finest. Damien. I know. Rules. Professional boundaries. But his hand is still on my face. Tell me to stop. We're in your car. Your driver is right there. Marcus has worked for me for 8 years. He's very good at being deaf when necessary. His thumb traces my jaw. Tell me to stop, Lena. I should. We agreed. But the rules feel increasingly stupid when he's looking at me like that. This is a bad idea, I whisper. The worst. He leans closer. Tell me to stop. His phone rings. Loud. Insistent. He closes his eyes. I'm firing everyone. You can't fire everyone. Watch me. But he answers. What? Pause. His expression darkens. When? Another pause. I'll be there in 20 minutes. He hangs up. Looks at me. I have to go. Emergency meeting. Marcus will take you wherever you need. Is everything okay? Just business. But tension radiates from him. Rain check on this conversation. There's no conversation. Lena. He catches my hand. There's definitely a conversation, and we're having it, soon. Then he's out of the car, disappearing into a building I don't recognize. I sit there, heart still racing, rules already broken, and the terrible knowledge that I'm in way over my head. Chapter 4. The Dress. The invitation arrives on Thursday, embossed, heavy cardstock, the kind of invitation that costs more than my grocery budget. Hayes Group Technology Gala Rooftop at the Standard. Meatpacking District Cocktail Attire. Saturday, 8 p.m. You're going, right? Patricia hands me a tablet with logistics. Mr. Hayes specifically requested your attendance. The campaign launches officially next week. You should be there for the unveiling. I don't have cocktail attire. There's a clothing allowance in your contract for events. She pulls up a document. I'm up to $2,000 for professional wardrobe needs. I stare at the number. That's insane. That's Hayes Group. She smiles. Use it. You've earned it. Saturday afternoon, I'm in a Soho boutique with Sophie, having a minor crisis. This one's pretty. She holds up a black dress. It's boring. Since when do you care about boring? You own 3 blazers and 5 white shirts. This is different. I stop myself. Yeah, this is impressing the hot CEO. She grins. Lena, just admit you want to make him swallow his tongue. I want to look professional. At a gala, on a rooftop, where he'll be surrounded by models. She shoves the black dress back. You need to look stunning, not professional. There's a difference. An hour and 12 dresses later, I find it. Emerald green. Silk. Simple lines, but the way it moves, the way it catches light, is anything but simple. That's the one, Sophie says. It's too much. It's perfect. She's already flagging down the sales associate, and it's exactly $2,000, which feels like fate. That's the entire budget. Good, spend it all. She pushes me toward the register. Make him regret every rule you two made. Saturday night, I almost don't go. I stand in my bedroom, dress on, heels borrowed from Sophie, makeup done by YouTube tutorial, and seriously consider inventing a stomach flu. You look hot, Sophie says from the doorway. Stop panicking. I'm not panicking. You've checked your phone 6 times in 3 minutes. That's panicking. She hands me a small clutch. Go. Knock him dead. Text me if you need an escape plan. The car Damien sent arrives at 7:45. Not Marcus this time. A younger driver who opens the door with a professional smile. Miss Moore, Mr. Hayes wanted to make sure you arrived safely. Of course he did. The Standards rooftop is exactly as pretentious as I expected. String lights, DJ spinning something electronic and expensive sounding, waiters with champagne, people who look like they walked off a magazine cover. I spot 3 models I recognize from Instagram, 2 tech billionaires from Forbes, a news anchor from CNN. And I'm supposed to just mingle? Lena, Patricia appears, elegant in navy. You made it. Come, I'll introduce you around. She guides me through the crowd. Names and titles blur together. Everyone's polite, professional, clearly wondering who the hell I am. Patricia, a man in his 50s, expensive suit, wedding ring. Who's this lovely creature? Lena Moore, our digital strategy consultant. Lena, this is Richard Chen, one of our primary investors. Pleasure. His handshake lasts too long. You look far too young to be a consultant. I get that a lot. I extract my hand. But the work speaks for itself. I'm sure it does. His eyes drop. Not subtle. Tell me, how did someone like you end up working for Hayes? Someone like me. The condescension is barely hidden. Talent, I say sweetly. And a master's degree from NYU. Of course. Of course. He moves closer, hand on my lower back. I'd love to hear more about your qualifications, perhaps over a private drink. My skin crawls. I'm here for work, Mr. Chen. Richard, please, and all work and no play, makes for successful consulting contracts. A voice cuts through. Cold, controlled, dangerous. Damien. I haven't seen him yet tonight. Didn't know where he was in this crowd. But now he's here, 3 feet away, looking at Richard like he's deciding whether to fire him or destroy him. Hayes. Richard drops his hand from my back. Wonderful event. I was just getting to know your consultant here. I saw. Damien's eyes don't leave Richard. Patricia, can you show Mr. Chen to the investor lounge? I believe his wife just arrived. It's not a suggestion. Richard's smile tightens. Of course. Lovely to meet you. Lena. He disappears into the crowd. Silence. Damien still hasn't looked at me. He's staring at the spot where Richard was standing, jaw clenched, hands in his pockets like he's restraining himself. Thank you, I say quietly. That was getting uncomfortable. He touched you? Just my back. He touched you. He finally looks at me and stops. Just stops. His eyes widen slightly, travel down, back up, linger. The look on his face is everything Sophie promised, and more. Lena. My name comes out rough, strained. What are you wearing? A dress. You said cocktail attire. I said cocktail attire. I didn't say... He stops, swallows hard. You look professional? I offer, knowing it's not the word he's looking for. Devastating. The word comes out like an accusation. You look absolutely devastating. Heat floods through me. Thank you. That's not a compliment. That's a problem. He steps closer, voice dropping. Because I'm supposed to be networking with investors, and all I can think about is getting you alone. Damien, don't. He holds up a hand. Don't say my name like that. Not when you're wearing that dress. Like what? Like you know exactly what you're doing to me. His eyes are dark, intense. Did you wear this on purpose? I wore it because it was appropriate for the event. Liar. But there's heat in his voice. You wore it because you wanted to see me lose control. Maybe he's right. Maybe I did. Is it working? I ask. Bold from champagne I haven't even drunk yet. His jaw clenches. You have no idea. Mr. Hayes. Someone calls from across the rooftop. The presentation is ready. 5 minutes? He calls back without looking away from me. Then, lower. Stay close tonight. I don't trust anyone here not to. He stops. Not to what? Not to look at you the way I'm looking at you right now. He straightens his tie. CEO mask sliding back into place. And if Richard Chen comes near you again, I'm throwing him off this rooftop. That's dramatic. That's accurate. He offers his arm. Professional. Come on. You should see the campaign launch. You earned it. I take his arm. We cross the rooftop together, and I feel every eye on us. Wondering. Speculating. Judging. But Damien doesn't seem to care. His hand covers mine on his arm. Possessive. Clear. People are staring. I murmur, let them. His voice is low. Just for me. You look incredible, Lena. I'm not hiding that. The presentation is perfect. My campaign. My strategy. Brought to life on massive screens overlooking Manhattan. Damien presents it with the confidence of someone who's never doubted himself. But when he reaches the demographic data, the part I fought him on for 2 weeks, he looks directly at me. This strategy works because we listen to voices we traditionally ignore. Younger voices, fresher perspectives, a slight smile. Sometimes the best ideas come from people brave enough to correct us when we're wrong. Applause. But his eyes stay on mine. Message received. After the presentation, people swarm him. Investors, press, admirers. I slip away to the bar. Need air. Space. Time to process the way he looked at me. Champagne. The bartender offers. Please. I'm watching Manhattan's lights when I feel someone approach. Not Damien. Different presence. That was quite the presentation. A man. Early 30s. Handsome in an approachable way. I'm James. Tech reporter for The Times. Lena. I shake his hand. Consultant. I figured. You're the only person here under 40 who looks like they'd rather be anywhere else. I laugh despite myself. That obvious? Refreshingly so. He leans against the bar. So, the campaign. That was your work. Collaborative effort. But your vision, I can tell. He's actually interested, not hitting on me, just curious. How'd you convince Hayes to go that direction? He's known for being stubborn. I had better data. And he listened? Eventually, I sip my champagne. He's not as stubborn as people think, just particular about being right. James laughs. Diplomatic. I like it. He pulls out his phone. Can I get your contact info? I'm doing a piece on emerging strategists in tech. Your name keeps coming up. Really? The Brooklyn Community Fund campaign? That was genius. And now this. He gestures to the screens. You're on people's radar, Lena. We exchange information. Talk shop. He's easy to talk to. No agenda. No creepy touching. Just professional networking. I'm laughing at something he said about corporate jargon when I feel it. That shift in the air. Damien's presence. Close. Too close. James. His voice is pleasant. Too pleasant. Great article on the biotech merger last month. Thanks, Hayes. I was just talking to Lena about... I need to borrow her. Not a request. Investor wants to meet the campaign architect. Of course. James smiles at me. Nice meeting you, Lena. I'll email about that interview. He leaves. Silence. There's no investor, I say quietly. Correct. You just wanted him gone. Also correct. Damien's hand finds my lower back. Warm. Possessive. He was making you laugh. That's typically what happens in pleasant conversations. I don't like it. I turn to face him fully. You don't like me having pleasant conversations? I don't like other men making you laugh when you're wearing that dress. His thumb traces small circles on my back. I'm aware this makes me sound insane. Completely insane. Don't care. His eyes drop to my mouth. Back up. Dance with me. That's breaking the rules. Fuck the rules. He's already pulling me toward the dance floor. I've watched you for 3 hours, watched other men approach you, watched you smile at everyone except me. I'm done watching. The DJ's playing something slow, intimate, made for close bodies. Damien pulls me against him, one hand on my waist, the other holding mine. We're too close for professional, too obvious for discreet, and I don't care. So you're making a scene, I murmur. Good, let everyone see. His lips brush my ear. Let them know you're mine. I'm not yours. Liar. His hand tightens on my waist. You've been mine since that elevator, maybe even before. Damien, say it again. What? My name. The way you said it just now. His voice is rough, desperate. Like it costs you something. This is dangerous. I know. He pulls back just enough to look at me. But I'm done pretending, Lena. Done playing professional. Done acting like this. He gestures between us. Like this isn't exactly what I want. My heart hammers. What do you want? You, all of you. Not just at work. Not just in stolen moments. His forehead touches mine. I want you in my life. Properly. Publicly. To hell with what anyone thinks. That's a lot of pressure. It's honesty. His hand comes up, cups my face, right there on the dance floor. Tell me you don't feel this too. I do, God, I do. But admitting it means crossing a line we can't uncross. I feel it, I whisper. But feeling it doesn't make it smart. I don't care about smart. He's close enough to kiss. I care about you. The song ends. Another begins. We don't move. Just stand there, wrapped around each other, Manhattan glittering around us. Lena. His voice is soft now, vulnerable. Come home with me tonight. My breath catches. And Damien, only if you want. He stops, starts again. I just want more time, more conversation, more you, without all these people. Okay? His eyes widen. Okay? Okay. I touch his face. Take me home, Damien. The smile that crosses his face could light the entire city. He takes my hand, leads me off the dance floor, toward the exit. We don't say goodbye to anyone, just leave. Together. Obvious. And I know tomorrow there will be gossip, questions, complications, but tonight, I'm done running. Chapter 5. His place. Hey, beautiful. If you made it this far, it's because we already have something in common. We love quality romance. The kind that makes your heart race. The kind you listen to and think, damn, I want this in my life. The kind that leaves you craving just one more chapter. Or 5. And that's exactly what I want to bring here at my romance library. Stories that deliver. Tension. Chemistry. Protagonists you root for to get together. And that moment when they finally kiss, and you let out the breath you've been holding for 3 chapters. But here's the thing. I don't do this alone. You're an essential part of all of this. Your feedback, your taste, your desires. Everything shapes what comes next. So, help me out here. Rate this story from 1 to 10. What did you love? What do you want to see more of? CEO, professor, enemies to lovers, touch her and die, slow burn. Any suggestions for me to improve? Comment below. No shame, no filter. I want to know everything. Because the more you tell me, the better I can bring exactly what makes your heart race. We're in this together. Deal? Until the next romance. Continuing. Damien's apartment isn't what I expected. I imagined cold minimalism, glass and steel, the kind of place designed to impress, not to live in. Instead, it's warm, exposed brick, bookshelves crammed with actual books, not designer spines for show. A worn leather couch that looks like he actually sits on it. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the Hudson, but the view feels incidental, not the point. "This is nice," I say, stepping inside. "Really nice." "You sound surprised." He shrugs off his jacket, loosens his tie. "What were you expecting?" "I don't know. Something more intimidating?" "My office is intimidating. My home is where I stop performing." He moves to the kitchen. Open concept. Marble counters. Wine, water. I have whiskey if you're feeling brave. Wine's good. He pours 2 glasses. Red. Probably costs more than my rent, but I'm trying not to think about that. "To breaking rules," he says, handing me a glass. "We're very bad at following them." "The worst." He touches his glass to mine. "For the record, I don't bring people here. This is..." He pauses. "This is private." The admission feels significant. "Then why am I here?" "Because you're not people." He sets down his glass, steps closer. "Because I've been wanting you in my space for weeks, wanting to see you here, see if you fit." "And do I?" "Fit?" "Perfectly." His hand finds my waist. Familiar now. "You look incredible in that dress, but I have to tell you something." "What?" "I've been thinking about taking it off since the moment I saw you." Heat floods through me. That's very direct. I'm done being subtle. His other hand comes up, traces my collarbone. I'm done pretending this is just professional interest. I'm done acting like I don't want you so badly it's affecting my ability to function. Your ability to function seems fine. It's not. His voice drops. I almost canceled 3 meetings this week because I was too busy thinking about you. I rewrote the same email 4 times because I couldn't focus. Yesterday I walked into a wall because you bent over to pick up a pen and I forgot how to navigate space. Despite the tension, I laugh. You did not walk into a wall. I absolutely did. Ask Patricia. She witnessed it. He's smiling now. You're a menace, Lena Moore. I'm standing here doing nothing. That's the problem. You're just existing, and I'm losing my mind. His hands frame my face. Tell me I'm not alone in this. Tell me you feel it too. I feel it. The admission comes easier now. I've felt it since that boardroom. Maybe even since your terrible 6 a.m. meetings. They're not terrible. They're efficient. They're torture. But you showed up anyway. His thumb brushes my lower lip. Every single one, early, with better ideas than mine. Someone had to keep your ego in check. See? Menace. But his eyes are soft. I'm going to kiss you now. And unlike the elevator, I'm not stopping unless you tell me to. Understood. Understood. He kisses me like he's been thinking about it for weeks. Which, apparently, he has. His hands slide into my hair. Mine clutch his shirt. Everything else, the rules, the complications, the morning after, fades. There's just this him. Us. Bedroom, he murmurs against my lips. Yes. He takes my hand, leads me down a hallway lined with photographs I want to examine later but can't focus on now. His bedroom is simpler than the living room. Large bed. Dark sheets. More books stacked on the nightstand. He turns to face me. Last chance to change your mind. I'm not changing my mind. Good, because I don't think I could handle it if you did. He reaches for me. Slowly. Can I? Can you what? Take off this dress that's been driving me insane all night. I turn, present my back. Zipper's there. His fingers find it. Slow, deliberate. The sound of the zipper is loud in the quiet room. Cool air hits my skin. The dress pulls at my feet. I'm in my underwear. Black lace. Nothing special except the way he's looking at me. Like I'm everything. Lena. My name is Reverent. If you say beautiful, I'm leaving. I was going to say perfect. But beautiful works too. He sheds his own clothes, shirt, pants, until we're equally vulnerable. Come here. I do. We meet in the middle, skin against skin. Heat and want, and months of tension finally breaking. Tell me what you want, he says. You, just you. You have me. You've had me since you corrected my numbers and didn't flinch when I stared you down. He guides me to the bed, lays me down like I'm precious, then proves he's been thinking about this for far longer than I realized. Every touch is deliberate, reverent, learning what makes me gasp, what makes me arch, what makes me forget my own name. Look at me, he commands when I close my eyes. I want to see you. So I look, watch his face, see the same wonder I'm feeling reflected back. This isn't casual, isn't meaningless. This is everything. When we finally come together, when the world narrows to just us, I hear him whisper against my skin. Mine. You're mine now. Yours. I breathe back. I'm yours. After, we're tangled together. Sheets twisted, hearts still racing. He pulls me close, kisses my shoulder, my neck, my temple. Stay, he murmurs. Don't leave tonight. I wasn't planning to. Good, because I'm not done with you. His hand traces lazy patterns on my hip. I want breakfast with you. Morning coffee, all of it. That's very domestic. I know. Terrifying, isn't it? But he's smiling. I've never wanted that before, the morning after. Usually I'm calculating exit strategies. But with you... He pulls back to look at me. With you, I want to see if you're grumpy before coffee. I want to know what you look like first thing. I want all the small things I've never cared about before. My chest tightens. Damien, I'm falling for you. The confession is simple, direct. I don't know when it started. Maybe the boardroom, maybe the elevator, maybe the first time you sent back my press release with "try again" as the only note. But I'm falling. Fast. And I need you to know that before this goes any further. What if I'm falling too? His eyes widen. Are you? Terrifyingly fast, I touch his face. This was supposed to be a job. 9 weeks. Get paid. Leave. That was the plan. Plans change. Do they? Mine did. The moment you walked into my life. He kisses me softly. Stay, Lena. Not just tonight. Stay in my life. See where this goes. That's a lot of pressure. That's honesty. And I'm done hiding how I feel. His hand tightens on my hip. I want you. All of you. Not just the consultant. Not just the woman who challenges me. All the parts you don't show people. Even the parts that are scared. Especially those. He kisses my forehead. Because I'm scared too. This is new for me. Wanting someone this much. Caring about someone this much. It's terrifying. But you're doing it anyway. Because you're worth it. Simple. Final. You're worth the risk. We lie there in comfortable silence. His fingers tracing patterns on my skin. Mine playing with his hair. Can I tell you something? I ask. Anything. When I took this job, I researched you. Read every article, every interview. Prepared for the worst. And you're nothing like what I expected. I prop myself up on one elbow. The articles made you sound cold, ruthless, impossible. I am those things. In business. But not here. Not with me. I trace his jaw. Here you're just Damien. Not the CEO. Just a man who walked into a wall because I bent over. He laughs, genuine and warm. I'm never living that down, am I? Never. Worth it. He pulls me down for another kiss. Totally worth it. Later, in the darkness, his voice. Lena. About the contract. The 9 weeks. My stomach drops. What about it? I'm extending it. 6 months, full salary, benefits. He pauses. Unless you want something more permanent. I pull back to look at him. Are you offering me a job or asking me to stay? Both. Either. Whatever keeps you in my life. His hand finds mine. I know it's fast. I know it's insane. But I don't want you leaving in 9 weeks. I don't want to count down to the day you're gone. Damien, think about it. No pressure. But know that I want you here. In every way possible. What if we crash and burn? Then we crash and burn spectacularly. Together. He kisses my knuckles. But I don't think we will. I think we're just getting started. You sound very confident for someone who's never done this before. I've never wanted to before. That's the difference. His eyes are serious now. You're the difference, Lena. I don't have an answer. Not yet. But I curl back into him. Let him hold me. Let myself imagine mornings like this. Nights like this. A future that's more than 9 weeks. And maybe, just maybe, that's enough for now. I wake to sunlight and the smell of coffee. Damien's side of the bed is empty, but I hear movement in the kitchen. I find one of his shirts, pull it on, follow the coffee scent. He's at the stove, shirtless, making eggs like he knows what he's doing. You cook? I lean against the doorframe. He turns, sees me in his shirt, stops mid-motion. Lena. My name is strangled. You can't walk in here looking like that. Like what? Like every fantasy I've had since we met. He sets down the spatula, crosses to me. That's my shirt. You said I could borrow. I know what I said. His hands find my waist. I just didn't know it would do this to me. Do what? Make me want to forget breakfast and take you back to bed. Heat floods through me. The eggs will burn. Don't care. But he's smiling. Fine. Breakfast first, then back to bed. Then maybe we venture into the real world. Maybe. I'm hoping we don't have to. I'm hoping we can stay here, in this bubble, where it's just us. He kisses me softly. But I know that's not realistic. The real world is waiting. I know. And tomorrow, you'll go back to being my consultant, and I'll go back to being your boss, and we'll have to figure out how to navigate all of it. He tucks hair behind my ear. But today you're just mine, and I'm just yours. Deal. Deal. We eat breakfast on his couch. Eggs and toast and coffee that's better than anything I've ever made. He asks about my childhood, my dreams, the things I want beyond consulting contracts. I ask about his father, the pressure of the company, whether he ever wanted something different. We talk until the coffee's cold, and the sun is high, and the real world starts creeping back in. I should go, I say reluctantly. My roommate will think I died. Or she'll correctly assume you spent the night with me. But he doesn't let go. When can I see you again? Tomorrow. Work. That's not what I mean. I know. I kiss him. Soon. We'll figure it out. Promise. Promise. He calls me a car, kisses me goodbye, watches from his window until I'm gone, and I sit in the back seat, wearing last night's dress, with the certainty that everything just changed. No more pretending, no more rules, just us, figuring it out. Together. Chapter 6. When perfect cracks. Monday morning, everything's different. Not in the obvious ways. The office looks the same. Patricia greets me with her usual efficiency. The coffee tastes identical. But I'm different. Because I spent the weekend at Damien's place. Because I know what he looks like when he sleeps. Because I left wearing his hoodie and he texted me 3 times before I even made it to Brooklyn. Damien. Missing you already. Ridiculous, I know. Damien. Correction. Not ridiculous. Accurate. Damien. When can I see you? I'm smiling at my phone when I walk into the office. Sophie's voice echoes in my head. You're glowing. It's disgusting. I'm happy for you, but also disgusted. The elevator, that elevator, opens on 47. Different now. No longer a trap, just a reminder. Patricia looks up. Her expression is carefully neutral. Morning, Lena. Mr. Hayes is in meetings until noon. He asked that you review the press materials and... She pauses. Are you okay? You're smiling. I'm fine. Good. Great, actually. Her eyebrow rises slightly. I see. Well, the materials are on the shared drive. Conference room B is free if you need space. I work for 3 hours. Productive. Focused. Only checking my phone twice. Okay, 7 times. At 12:15, my phone buzzes. Damien. Lunch, my office, me. That's breaking our work rules. Damien. We broke those rules Saturday night. Repeatedly. Heat floods my face. I'm alone in the conference room, but I still look around. Me. Fine. But we're actually eating lunch, not other things. Damien. Disappointing. But acceptable. 12:30? Me. See you then. At 12:30, I knock on his office door. Come in. He's at his desk, tie loosened, sleeves rolled up, looking unfairly good for someone who's been in meetings all morning. He stands when I enter. Close the door. Damien. I know. Professional. Work. Rules we're pretending still exist. But he's already rounding the desk. I just need... He kisses me. Deep and thorough, and exactly what I've been thinking about all morning. Hi, he says when we break apart. Hi. I'm breathless. That's not lunch. That was a greeting. Lunch is... He gestures to his desk, where 2 takeout containers sit. Ty, from that place you mentioned liking. My chest warms. You remembered. I remember everything you tell me. He pulls out a chair. Sit, eat. Tell me about your morning. We eat, talk. Pretend this is normal. His hand finds mine across the desk. I have a question. Okay. Friday. There's a tech conference in Boston. 2 days. I'm keynoting. He pauses. Come with me. As your consultant? As my... He stops. What are we calling this? I don't know. Complicated? I was thinking girlfriend, but complicated works too. His thumb strokes my knuckles. Come to Boston. I'll get you your own room if you want. Or we can share. Your choice. Damien. That's... People will notice. Let them notice. His jaw sets. I'm done hiding this, done pretending you're just my consultant. But I am your consultant. Technically. Technically, your contract ends in 6 weeks, and I'm offering you a new one. Permanent position. Director of Digital Strategy. Your own team. Full benefits. He leans forward. Take it. Stay. My heart races. That's a lot. That's what I want. You. Here. Not counting down to when you leave. His eyes are intense. Say yes, Lena. I need to think. Why? What's there to think about? Everything. This is happening so fast. A week ago, we were pretending to be professional. Now you're offering me a permanent job and asking me to Boston and... I stop. Breathe. I just need time to process. Something shudders in his expression. Of course. Take your time. The temperature in the room drops 10 degrees. Damien, I have a 1 p.m. He's already back behind his desk. Distance created. Thanks for lunch. I'm being dismissed. Are you angry? No, just busy. But he won't look at me. We'll talk later. I leave. But I feel the shift, the crack in what felt perfect this weekend. He doesn't text that night, or the next morning. Wednesday, I see him in a meeting. He's polite, professional, completely detached. Like we didn't spend the weekend tangled in his sheets, like he didn't tell me he was falling for me. What's wrong with Hayes? One of the analysts asks after he leaves. He's been a nightmare for 2 days. Probably just stressed. I lie. But I know better. He's pulling away, punishing me for not immediately saying yes, and it pisses me off. Thursday afternoon, I corner him in his office. We need to talk. He doesn't look up from his laptop. I'm busy. Damien. Miss Moore. The formality is a slap. Is this work-related? You're being an asshole. I'm being professional. Isn't that what you wanted? Now he looks at me. Space to think? Time to process? Well, here's your space. This isn't space. This is you punishing me for not immediately agreeing to upend my entire life. I offered you a job. A good job. Better than what you have now. He stands. And you acted like I was asking you to sacrifice something. You were. You're asking me to commit to staying in New York, to working for you permanently, to... I gesture helplessly. To us, whatever this is, and yes, that's big, that's huge, and I need time to make sure it's what I want. If you have to think about it, it's not what you want. His voice is cold. People don't hesitate when something's right. That's not fair. Life isn't fair, Lena. Business isn't fair. And apparently, whatever this is between us isn't fair either. He moves to the window. Back to me. Maybe you were right. Maybe this is too complicated. My chest tightens. What are you saying? I'm saying maybe we jumped too fast. Maybe the weekend was just a weekend, and now we're back to reality. You don't mean that, don't I? He turns. His expression is carefully blank. You're a consultant with 6 weeks left on your contract. I'm your temporary employer. That's the reality. Stop. My voice cracks. Stop doing this. Stop pushing me away because I didn't immediately say yes. I'm not pushing. I'm being realistic. But there's pain under the ice. You want space? You have it. Finish your contract. Take the money. Move on with your life. And us? There is no us. There was a weekend. Now it's over. The words land like physical blows. You're lying. I step closer. You're scared and you're lying. Lena, you told me you were falling for me. You asked me to stay. You made me believe this was real. It was real. His mask slips. It is real. That's the problem. It's too real and you're already planning your exit. I'm not. I just need time. Time for what? To figure out how to let me down easy. To decide if I'm worth the risk. His laugh is bitter. I've been here before, Lena. Women who want the excitement but not the commitment. The fun but not the complications. I'm not doing it again. I'm not them. Aren't you? Because from where I'm standing, you're looking for the door. He moves to his desk, starts typing. Your contract pays through the end. Finish the work. Take the money. We'll part as professionals. Damien, please. Close the door on your way out. I stand there, stunned, shaking. He doesn't look up, so I leave. And maybe he's right. Maybe I was looking for exits. But now that he's given me one, all I feel is the loss of something I wasn't ready to lose. Friday. He leaves for Boston. Without me. I see the calendar update. See Patricia book his travel. See the empty space where my name could have been. Sophie, you okay? You've been staring at your phone for 20 minutes. Me. I think I fucked up. Sophie, with the CEO. Me. With everything. Sophie, want to talk about it? Me. Not yet. Maybe. I don't know. Saturday, I'm in my apartment, doing nothing, thinking too much. My phone rings. Unknown number. Hello? Miss Moore. A woman's voice, unfamiliar. This is Veronica Hayes, Damien's sister. I sit up. Oh, hi. I didn't know Damien had a sister. He doesn't talk about me much. We're not close. She sounds amused. But I'm calling because my idiot brother is in Boston, miserable, drinking overpriced scotch and pretending he's fine. And I'm told you're the reason. I don't think he's in love with you. Completely. Stupidly in love with you. And he's terrified you're going to leave. She sighs. Our father left our mother for his secretary when we were kids. Cliché, I know. But it destroyed him. Destroyed all of us, really. Damien, especially. My chest tightens. He never said. He wouldn't. He doesn't talk about it. Just built walls so high no one could hurt him again. She pauses. Until you, apparently, you got through, and now he's panicking because he's vulnerable and he hates being vulnerable. I didn't mean to hurt him. I know, but you did. By hesitating. By not immediately saying yes. Because to him, hesitation means you're already gone. Her voice softens. If you care about him at all, you'll fix this. You'll show up. You'll prove you're not leaving. How? You're smart. You'll figure it out. She hangs up. I sit there, phone in hand, mind racing. Then I grab my laptop, book a flight, pack a bag. Because maybe Veronica's right. Maybe it's time to stop hesitating and start fighting for what I want. Chapter 7, Boston. The conference hotel is ridiculous. All marble and chandeliers and the kind of luxury that makes my Brooklyn apartment look like a storage closet. I check in at 11 p.m. Saturday night. The flight cost half my consulting fee and I'm running on spite, coffee, and something that feels dangerously close to love. Room 2847, the desk clerk says. Enjoy your stay. I should go to my room, shower, sleep, plan what to say. Instead, I pull out my phone. Me, what room is Damien Hayes in? Patricia, Lena, what are you doing in Boston? Me, being impulsive? What room? Patricia, presidential suite, top floor. But he specifically said no interruptions. Me, thanks. I hang up before she can warn me off. The elevator to the penthouse level requires a key card. I smile at a conference attendee coming down. Forgot my card. Can you hold the door? They do. I slip in. Penthouse floor. Only 4 doors. The one at the end has double doors. Presidential suite. I knock before I can talk myself out of it. Nothing. I knock again. Harder. I said no interruptions. The door swings open. Damien stands there, no tie, shirt unbuttoned, glass of scotch in hand, looking like he hasn't slept. He sees me, freezes. Lena. My name sounds strangled. What are you? How did you? Can I come in? He just stares, processing, then steps aside wordlessly. The suite is massive. Living room, dining area, floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking Boston's skyline. He closes the door, doesn't move closer. What are you doing here? Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. I set down my bag. I booked a flight, got on a plane, and now I'm here. Why? Because you're an idiot. The words burst out. Because you're scared and lashing out and pushing me away before I can leave. Because your sister called me. Veronica called you. He sets down his scotch. Hard. I'm going to kill her. Don't. She told me about your father, about what happened. His jaw clenches. She had no right. She had every right. Because you wouldn't tell me yourself. Because you let me think I was the problem when really you're just terrified. I step closer. You told me people don't hesitate when something's right. Well, here's my answer. I'm not hesitating anymore. Lena, I want the job, the permanent position, director of digital strategy. I want to stay in New York. My voice cracks. I want you, Damien, all of you. The brilliant CEO and the man who walks into walls and the person who's scared of being left. I want all of it. He doesn't move. You hesitated. Because it was big. Because committing to staying means committing to us, and I needed to be sure. I closed the distance, but I'm sure now. I'm so sure it's terrifying, and you pushing me away doesn't change that. How do I know you won't leave? His voice is raw, vulnerable. How do I know you won't wake up one day and realize I'm not worth it? You don't. That's the point. I take his hand. Neither of us knows what happens next, but I'm choosing to stay anyway. I'm choosing you. Messy, complicated, scared, all of it. I'm choosing us. He's staring at me like he's afraid to believe it. Say something, I whisper. I've been miserable without you. The confession comes out rough. 3 days felt like 3 years. I couldn't sleep, couldn't focus, kept checking my phone hoping you'd text. Why didn't you text me? Pride, stupidity, fear that you'd confirm what I already thought, that you were done with me. His hand tightens on mine. I'm sorry, for pushing you away, for being an asshole, for letting my past dictate my present. I'm sorry too, for hesitating, for making you feel like you weren't enough. You flew to Boston. He says it like he's just processing. You actually flew here. Of course I did. You think I was going to let you be miserable alone. I touch his face. We're doing this together, remember? The crashing and burning spectacularly part. I'd rather not crash and burn. Then don't push me away again. I lean up. Deal. Deal. He kisses me then, desperate and relieved, and full of 3 days of missing each other. I have a room, I murmur against his mouth. 2847. Cancel it. Damien. Cancel it. Stay here. With me. His hands frame my face. I don't want to spend another night without you. That's very demanding. That's me being honest. I want you here. In my space. In my bed. In my life. His eyes are fierce. Stay, Lena. Not just tonight. Stay. I already said yes. Say it again. I need to hear it again. I'm staying. I kiss him softly. I'm not going anywhere. The relief on his face breaks something in me. Come here. He pulls me to the couch, sits, pulls me onto his lap. Let me look at you. Let me. He stops, swallows hard. I thought I'd ruined this. Ruined us. You almost did. You were very stupid. Agreed. And dramatic. Also agreed. And if you ever pull that cold, professional bullshit again, I won't. I promise. His hands find my waist. Familiar now. Home. I'll talk instead of running. I'll trust instead of testing. He kisses me. I'll be better. You're already good enough. I run my fingers through his hair. Scared, yes, but good enough. I love you. The words tumble out. I know it's fast. I know it's insane. But I love you, Lena. Completely, terrifyingly. And I need you to know that before I kiss him. Cut off the rest of whatever speech he's prepared. I love you too, I say against his mouth. Have for a while now. Just too stubborn to admit it. His smile is brilliant. Say it again. I love you. Again. I love you, Damian Hayes. Even when you're being impossible. Especially when I'm being impossible. He stands, lifting me with him. Bedroom. Now. Because I've been wanting you for 3 days, and I'm done waiting. That's very direct. I'm done being subtle with you. He's already carrying me toward the bedroom, done pretending this is casual, done acting like you're not the most important thing in my life. He sets me down beside the massive bed, king-sized, possibly bigger. This bed is ridiculous, I say. I didn't choose it. His hands find my jacket. But I'm grateful for the space. Why? Because I plan to take my time with you tonight, and I need room to... He stops, grins. To properly demonstrate how much I missed you. Heat floods through me. That sounds promising. That sounds guaranteed. He slides off my jacket. Can I? Can you what? Can I take this off? Slowly. Carefully. While I tell you everything I thought about you while I was being an idiot in New York. My breath catches. Yes. He does. Gently. Helping me out of each layer with a kind of quiet care that steals my breath. And he talks. Low voice. Every detail. Everything he imagined while we were apart. By the time I'm down to my last layer, I'm already shaking. Your turn. I manage. Fair. But his hands are shaking slightly as he undoes his shirt. Nervous. Terrified. He sheds the shirt. Because this time it's not just physical. This time I know I'm completely in love with you. And that makes everything more intense. I reach for him. Good. I want intense. Careful what you wish for. But he's smiling. I'm very good at intense. He proves it. Every touch is deliberate. Every kiss carries 3 days of longing. Every whispered word is a promise. Look at me, he says when I close my eyes. I need to see you. Need to know this is real. So I look. Watch his face as we come together. See the same wonder and relief and love reflected back. This is real, I tell him. All of it. This is real. Mine, he breathes. You're mine now, completely. Yours. I pull him closer. Always yours. We move together like we were designed for this. Like every argument was foreplay. Like every moment of tension was building to right now. When the moment finally arrives, I hear him whisper my name like it's the only word that matters. And I respond with his, over and over until we're both wrecked and breathless and completely undone. After, we're tangled together, sheets destroyed, hearts still racing. Stay the weekend, he murmurs against my skin. Skip your flight. Stay with me. I don't have clothes. We'll get you clothes. Stay. I already said I'm staying. I mean here, in Boston. With me. He pulls back to look at me. Cancel your return flight. Extend your hotel, my hotel room. Stay the whole conference. Be with me. Damian, I know. It's a lot. But I missed you and I don't want to waste time. His hand finds my face. These 3 days without you were torture. I don't want more torture. I want you. Here. Now. As long as I can have you. That's very romantic for someone who runs a tech empire. You make me romantic. It's annoying. But he's smiling. Stay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll stay. I kiss him softly. Besides, someone needs to make sure you don't schedule more 6 a.m. meetings. I'm canceling those. Really? Really. I'd rather spend mornings with you. In bed. Doing much better things than reviewing quarterly reports. Much better things. I'll show you. He rolls us so I'm beneath him. Starting right now. And he does. Multiple times. Until the sun comes up and Boston wakes and we're still wrapped around each other. Perfect. Finally. Completely. Sunday morning. I wake to room service and Damien watching me sleep. Creepy, I mumble. Beautiful. He hands me coffee. How do you feel about breakfast in bed followed by taking over the world together? That's ambitious. I'm an ambitious man, especially when it comes to you. He climbs back into bed. I have a keynote at noon. Come watch. To watch you be brilliant and arrogant on stage. Exactly. He kisses my shoulder. And then after, we're having dinner. Real dinner. Public. Where everyone sees us together and knows you're mine. Possessive much. Completely. Is that a problem? No. I curl into him. That's perfect. We stay in bed until the last possible minute, then shower together. Get dressed. Me in clothes Patricia somehow had delivered because Damien texted her at 6 a.m. Your assistant is a miracle worker, I say, examining the perfect-fitting dress. She's also very smug. I got a text that said, I told you so, in all caps. She did call it. Everyone called it. Apparently we were obvious from day one. He adjusts his tie. Ready to be publicly official. Terrified, but yes. He takes my hand. And then let's go show Boston exactly who you are. And who am I? The woman who flew across the country to call me an idiot. His smile is soft. The woman I'm completely in love with. The woman who's staying. All of the above. All of the above. He kisses me. Now, come on. I have a keynote to nail and a girlfriend to show off. We leave the suite hand in hand, and I realize this is it. This is what I was scared of wanting. Not the job, not the city,